No dzień dobry, siemanko, witam Was wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Drodzy Państwo, mam dzisiaj dla Was wywiad z Teamem Portfolio Master. Jest to aplikacja, serwis, dzięki któremu możecie zbudować swoje własne portfolio, bazując na researchach, które oni właśnie udostępniają. Nie jest to grupa sygnałowa, nie ma tam miliona sygnałów dziennie, raczej przychodzą kilka w tygodniu. Zresztą wszystkiego dowiecie się od nich prosto, jak to wygląda i dlaczego to wygląda tak, jak właśnie wygląda, ze względu na to, że to jest inwestowanie fundamentalne. Budują oni również to portfolio dla siebie i chcą z niego przejść na emeryturę. Także już za chwilę dowiecie się dużo więcej, a tymczasem ja zapraszam na intro! Okay, nice to have you guys in here. I have with me guys from Portfolio Master. So please introduce yourself and say a little bit more about your background and how actually did you discover crypto and get so deep into it?
Hi, Michael. Thanks for having us here.
Hi, Michael.
I'm AT. I'm head of research. I'll answer this question. So here we are with Mark. Mark is co-founder of Portfolio Masters, and he's the lead of the project. His background is in finance, and he has, I think we counted the other day, 11 years of experience in marketing, in sales, in trade, in production. So he has quite an extensive experience in finance in general. As for myself, my background is in research. I'm also the co-founder of Portfolio Masters. My background is in multidisciplinary research, which means I do research in my professional career in different subjects like political economy, conflict, finance, trade, etc. At Portfolio Master, I basically do the deep dives and do the research. We've been involved I think around the same time. We got involved in crypto back in 2020. And personally, Mark can talk for himself, but personally, I was fascinated by the idea of blockchain and how it's revolutionizing a lot of things that we know in the world of finance, but also beyond finance. But also I saw a life-changing opportunity there. So those two things mainly attracted me to crypto. I don't know, Mark, what was the main catalyst for you?
Yeah, for me, it was like, as you said, the blockchain technology. I was from the beginning trying to find how the blockchain technology can change our lives, because that's gonna be our life-changing money. You know that's where we will have our success, because as of today we do not have real life utility for blockchain. I mean, major adoption in blockchain, but things are going forward, so we are really optimistic about it. And that's the main thing for me. It's the real life adoption of the blockchain technology, because I think it has a huge potential.
Yeah, maybe I quickly add that we have our dev who's been coding since I know him, I think, since childhood, and we have another member. He's an advisor to Portfolio Master, and he's been in this journey with us since the beginning. I think he's been involved in crypto since 2009. So that's the team. We're basically 4 people, but actively involved, Mark and I and our dev.
That was actually one of my questions. When it comes to cryptocurrency in Poland, we used to say that this is like a financial trampoline, that it can boost your portfolio very fast, and then when you are in such a higher level than before, then you can start diversifying on a different market. So could you tell us more about your service and what inspired you to create Portfolio Master?
So let me cover the inspiration part, and maybe Mark can tell exactly what we offer in practical sense. So look, we've been in crypto in many different phases. So at the beginning, we were those ones who were essentially buying at the top and panic selling at the bottom. We didn't really understand the fundamentals of how crypto projects work. And then we went into DeFi and passive income. We learned a lot, and it was quite a fascinating experience being in deep DeFi, all these passive income projects, decentralization par excellence, as the French would say. But eventually we realized that there is in the space, there is something missing, which is an initiative or a project which brings solid and well-researched projects into the community, and finds these projects early, not late, because everyone realizes that Bitcoin is such a great innovation. Solana is great, yeah, but I mean it's already late. We should have known about Solana years ago. So that's kind of the inspiration, but at the same time the mission to find small cap, mid cap projects which are solid, which have good team, and they have potential to grow in the future, and find those early enough so investors, small and mid-sized investors can ape in and can build a portfolio based on this tokens, and wait until their value appreciates. So this is the main idea. Mark, maybe you can go ahead and tell what we offer in practical sense in our view. We have a DApp, we have a Discord, and we have Telegram, and we offer a lot of services there.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and share my screen. If you just let me. Okay. So basically what we offer is small mid-cap projects that have real utility in the real world, because as I said before, we are true believers in the blockchain technology and the impact and the potential impact that can have in our real lives, in different narratives, in gaming, in supply chain, in real world asset, deep in social media, etc., etc. So we share them through 3 different channels. So basically, you have to buy an NFT on our website. You can buy a 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, or lifetime NFT that will give you access to our premium Telegram channel, where we share our signals, like our portfolio moves and deep dives. Then we have our Discord channel, which where you have like a VIP section in it. There's a VIP chat, ask the team anything. Then we share our portfolio moves. Also, we have a section dedicated to deep dives. As you can see here, you have deep dives of all the projects that we share, like the links, useful information. Also, we have our DApp, because for a late, let's say if a user comes today, joins today to Portfolio Masters, it is difficult for him or her to follow all the portfolio moves, like to scroll on Telegram or on Discord, all the portfolio moves. So what we have done is to create a DApp where you can have all the information needed on all the projects that we have shared. For example, index, so you have our holdings, our buy date, the total investment, the current value, the total ROI, and the performance of the token despite of our portfolio moves. So you have also targets, very quick explanation of the project, the ROI if achieved or not. You have the inflection factor, and you can compare what we compare a project to a very successful project in crypto. So you can have like the comparison here and the potential of this project. It doesn't necessarily mean that it will reach this market cap, but it is basically showing the potential of the project. So here you can find all of our projects. So the main advantage of our DApp is that we show everything. We show our successful trades and our not failed but still in negative trades. For example, this Illumia token is still minus 30%, but it is a good GameFi project that we think it might do well in this bull run. So this what differentiates us from other premium channels, where they tend to like share 100 projects per month, and they tend to highlight the project that did 100x at the end of the month, but it is impossible to get involved in 100 projects per month. So here you have a summary of our realized, unrealized ROI, the acquisition cost profit, the total ROI. Here you can see like the majority of our projects are in positive and some of them are in negative, but it is normal. So this is our DApp. Yeah, I hope I was clear. And also you can just one last thing. We have different narratives, like projects with different. You can like basically filter them by narrative or by market cap, depending on your strategy in this bull market. If you are overweight in a certain narrative, or you want to take more risks, then you can take like very small market caps. Yeah, so that's it for me.
So your portfolio is pretty diversified. You have many projects in it.
Yes.
Could you tell me more? How are the features? Are you want to present some new features to your DApp?
Some new features that we are thinking about is concerning narratives. We think like we might be maybe we need to highlight to our users the narratives that might perform well in this bull market, like certain narratives like real world assets dipping that might do very well this bull market. So we might add a feature that like indicate on our DApp the narratives that we are overweight or neutral or underweight in. So yeah.
Okay, you told me already that it's 4 of you, 2 of you in the main team, and would you like to say why you want to remain anonymous, since people doesn't have trust to anonymous teams? Usually they are seeking for KYC and audits and so on. Why you like to stay this way?
Yeah, I mean, that's a legitimate concern, I have to say, but I don't think that applies to our project. That's for 2 reasons. One is that we're not really selling a token here or a project, and we're not particularly promoting like a single project or 2 or 3. What we are offering is essentially knowledge, the knowledge that we've gathered over this several years, and the time that we are investing in filtering all these coins and projects. Michael, I mean, Mark and I essentially filter something like 40 to 45 coins or projects every month to get the best ones out of them. So we are selling the knowledge we have and the time we have. And I think the work we've been doing and the success of the portfolio that we've built, live, it is a testimony of our work. And here our identity is not really that necessary. But there's another reason as well. The second reason is because Mark and I particularly have quite senior positions within our own organizations where we work, full time. I'm a senior researcher and consultant. Mark is a senior, finance and sales officer. And you wouldn't believe, but the problem is that a lot of people, including a lot of our colleagues, still think that crypto is a scam. They don't really understand the potential of blockchain. When you say blockchain, when you say crypto, they immediately think that it is a scam. So we want to protect our professional careers, and with all honesty, we don't want our colleagues or our superiors, our CEOs, know that we are running a crypto channel, because they will simply not go and check how serious we are and how serious blockchain is. They might just label us that we are, involved in a scam. So just to protect ourselves in the so to speak real world. Other than that, we're not selling a coin. We're not taking anyone's money. We're not selling it or promoting a token. No one has any reason to fear. If they like our service, if they like this knowledge we share, that's the testimony they need, I think.
I like your service a lot, and I am very happy with your work. You said that you are doing around 40 research per month. So can you tell our audience how many of these projects actually go through? How many new projects you release per month?
So in average, I think we have 7 to 8 or 9 projects per month. A few months back, it was a bit easier to find projects because there was abundance of projects with small cap. But now you see that the overall market cap, the total market cap of the crypto space is going higher. So it's becoming a bit more difficult to find small cap gems. But still we filter, I think, around 40 coins. So I don't know, we can go through the process. I think the viewers might be interested in learning the background research that we do. So essentially, whenever we see something which looks interesting and could be part of a good narrative, and there's an innovative idea, we put on a to-do list, Mark and I, and then we go and check. The second step is to check whether they really offer something which has a real use case. A project might write an amazing white paper about colonizing Mars, but we don't think colonizing Mars will happen, in maybe in the next 10, 20 years. It might be great on paper, but we don't necessarily, that project will not make to our final list. So we do this second, relatively quick review. The third and the final phase is a thorough research about the token. So I go on, I read the white paper, I watch some reviews if there are already existing reviews. I check the team. So for instance, if it's a DeFi project, the team might not, DeFi, let's say, VPN project, for instance. We have few VPN projects. There, the team is not necessarily very important, because how nature of VPN works, and governments don't like this kind of projects. But for instance, when there is a project that is selling us tokenized assets, I want to see who is the owner of that project. I want to see where is that project registered. And if I don't find any person behind the project, I immediately throw the project out, because I don't want, some shady company registered somewhere with the name of someone with fake reviews. Then I go, I check the tokenomics, the team, the narrative, if it's only about hype or they really are offering something serious. If there is track record, that's also important. Some small cap projects have been around, and they have quite a good track record. So I checked the track record. Anyways, long story short, we do a lot of thorough research, and through this process, most of the tokens don't make it there. We end up, I think, in average, some 7 to 8 tokens per month. So 2 per week, essentially.
Great. I noticed that there is not too many moves, and some people in my comments in the previous videos, they've been complaining that there is nothing happening. But what you need to understand, this is not a signal group. This is not like buy here and sell here. This is not short-term signals, nothing like that. This is a fundamental investing. It's totally something else. So could you tell me How much actually capital do you need to start building portfolio with Portfolio Master?
So it depends what tire the person is interested. The cheapest and the shortest tire we have is $150 for 3 months, and the highest is 800 for a lifetime. And if someone is truly committed to build a portfolio, a serious portfolio that can be life-changing down the line, like in this bull run or maybe even the next bull run. I think the minimum that I would think is around $2,000. Otherwise, to be honest, paying the subscription fees and spending all the time and following up our channels and our updates for, let's say, buying one token for $500, I don't know if it works. It doesn't work. It's not time efficient, but also, Michael, as you know, we don't, as you said, we don't come and say this token will make 10x or 20x. No, our approach is that let's build a solid portfolio. Even when you build a solid portfolio, like in our portfolio, 90% of the projects are doing well, are doing positive. There are still some projects which are not. It's life. Life happens. Something happens to the team or something happens. So people who are coming to us, they need to have a bit more holistic approach than just buying one token and waiting for it to make 100x. For that, you need, I think, at least $2,000 that you can spread maybe on 3 or maximum 5 coins. The more, the better. Obviously, the chances will be higher.
Yeah, I also noticed that you are pretty good in making moonbacks. So as soon as there is possibility to take out the initial interest, you give the signal and okay, this already made, like for example 300%, we are taking out our money, and here is something else where you can put the money which you take out. So this is really great. I noticed a couple of weeks ago we had 3 or even 4 situations like this. I like it.
Yeah, Mark has I would say a native sense for this. For his timing is pretty well, and I think we do that because we feel responsible for people. Obviously, we're not giving any financial advice, and people are free to follow our moves or not, and we don't take responsibility for anyone. It's subscribers' money, their decision, but still we feel responsible, and we don't want to build a risky portfolio. We want to make an ROI and bring the initial back. That's to mitigate risk, but also to help subscribers grow their portfolio. Once you take a profit, you can go and put it in something else.
Mark?
Yeah, also our first rule, like we have our personal portfolios, but the portfolio that we have built for Portfolio Masters, the first rule was to protect our capital, to protect our users. Then a user can choose to be like riskier or less risky. That's their own strategy. But for us, the first rule is to protect our capital and take our initial investment back, so we can have like more rational decisions on that specific project. And to diversify more, because you never know which narrative, which token will go up in 1 month, in 1 year, in 1 day, in 1 week. You never know that. So you have to be prepared always.
Yes, that's a very good approach. I am really happy with your service. I hope my audience also appreciate it. So I'm out of the questions. If you like to say some last words, please.
AT, if you want to say.
Yeah, I always, in these situations, I like to share what I personally feel about the whole blockchain and whole space in general in just few words. Of course, we are selling a service. We spend our time, and we have a revenue. So what we're doing has a business model. But beyond the business and money, what we do, we truly believe in it, and we personally are invested, and we build a portfolio with the objective that we will have financial independence and we don't have to do this 9 to 4 job. So we really hope that our subscribers also will have the opportunity to achieve this objective, if not fully, then partly. And second, I do a lot of research on, and there are so many fascinating projects. And it's for us, it's not just throwing some quick summary on the Telegram channel, so people, so there is a content. Not really. We're not so content driven, anyways. Sometimes there's 2-3 days we don't put any content because simply there's no real value in a new content. But I really see that the world economy is pivoting towards blockchain, and the best. Don't take it from me. BlackRock has 9 to 10 trillion market cap. Investment money and now they are in the tokenization business. And I've listened to their CEOs interviews all over the news, and things that he talks about really resonates with the way how I see our economy will work in several years. And we're talking about trade, real estate, carbon market, security, VPNs, etc., etc. So we truly believe in this, and it's a revolution. We're part of it, and we hope that everyone who is convinced will also be part of it, and they will see good at the end of this interesting journey.
I hope we're gonna all retire on this portfolio. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Więc dajcie znać w komentarzu, czy korzystacie i czy jesteście zadowoleni z tego właśnie portfolio. Jeśli chodzi o dostęp, to tak jak chłopaki już powiedzieli, 3 miesiące kosztuje $150, pół roku kosztuje $250, a rok 400. I tutaj jest oferta Lifetime, w tym momencie $799. Kupujemy sobie NFT na Poligonie i wtedy łączymy naszego MetaMaska i mamy dostęp do każdego ich researchu. Ja odkryłem chłopaków jakoś na początku tego roku i jestem naprawdę zadowolony z ich serwisu. Zbudowali mi już oni kilka fajnych moonbugów i naprawdę niektóre strzały są naprawdę bardzo celne. Ponieważ tak jak już wspomniałem na wywiadzie, czasami zdarza się, że wyciągam wkład po tygodniu lub na przykład po 2 tygodniach. Także tyle ode mnie, dzięki wielkie, zostaw łapkę w górę, siemanko, pozdrówki, yo!